If you don't know, now you know. It's your boy RC, and welcome to another edition of the Pro Show podcast with me, your boy RC. Well, might as well get it out of the way. These damn Eagles. I'm gonna have to get comfortable, y'all. Break it down. Because what I saw on Sunday, man, this was. I thought I had one of my superstitious fan moments. Well, maybe if I don't watch it at home or I don't watch it on a specific TV, if I watch it on the go, maybe that'll put a different energy out there. But to show that I'm still supporting them, it did not work at all. Not one single bit. So, like, first quarter, really nothing chirped off for either team. Second quarter, I don't know what it was. They came alive. Something happened, and I'm like, all right, we we doing a little something. Y'all let them hang around, but we doing a little something. And then third quarter, nothing. Three stinking points. I'm not gonna say nothing. 3 points is something, but 3 points. And then, like I said, you let the team hang around. And I understand y'all got it together at the end to tie it up to have a chance to win it in overtime. And what did y'all end up doing? You let them go down the field a little bit. Then y'all went down the field a little bit. Then they got another chance. Then y'all got another chance. But with y'all chance, this was it. Y'all had it. Stupid penalties. Took you right out of field goal range. And for all that, my thing is, I think I would have just ran the clock down to like 3 seconds and just took a try at it. Since, I mean, y'all tied. If you miss, you don't lose nothing. And also, the game would be over. Try. All right, I get it. Y'all might have been out of old boy's range. But hell, try. Do something. And so that's where I had an issue with it. And then all of I try to stay away from social media when the birds lose or win, because you get folks that, oh, they only won because of this, or oh, they a bunch of bums, and you hear all of the boo birds, as they say, come out. And I said, okay, I managed to stay away from social media the majority after the game. Come Monday, folks calling for Wentz's head. Now I understand his stats ain't reflecting how he was playing when he first got here. I mean, looking at the stats from Sunday's game, 225 yards, 4.8 average. And we need better than that. We need like a 5 or a 6 in that category. And the two interceptions to one touchdown. That's what got people upset. That's what got them, a little fiery, little boil in the blood. And then you got to look at, he also got sacked 3 times. And this game didn't look like last week's game. Looks like he had a better QB rating. I mean, every little bit helps. But then just as a team, I wasn't, it's like they're not on the same page. I'm looking at, you have one receiving touchdown to one of your wide receivers. And the fact that you got, I understand D-Jack is old by football standards. Let's just say he's old by football standards. But some of these passes you throwing out there, overthrowing people like him, and I understand why people are calling for Carson Wentz's head, but I don't condone it because it's granted it's still a long season. Two, we didn't have a preseason, which would allow some of these younger guys and some of the vets need the preseason to get in a right mindset. But also somebody needs to sit down and talk with them and say, look, check it out. We didn't have a preseason. We gotta jump in and kick it into like high gear from the gate. And that's one of the things where that's like I don't know if they have that voice on the team anymore. With Malcolm Jenkins being gone, I believe he was that voice. When I was coming up, getting to know football and understanding football, B-Dawk was that voice. I don't think the Eagles have that voice in the locker room now. I understand you got your guys that were there from the year before and the year before that, and some of like a lot of the guys that was there from when y'all got the chip. But I don't think y'all have that voice to motivate y'all. Somebody that's gonna, tell you like it is. Someone's gonna, kick your ass when or get in your ass because it's like, yo, we not playing how we supposed to be playing. We not doing what we supposed to be doing. Like looking on the stats, the fact that Carson Wentz had the longest run for rush yards, come on. We fall 5 yards short of a 100-yard rushing game for Miles Sanders. The fact that Carson Wentz had 65 rushing yards, all right, I like that. But he's the one with the rushing touchdown. The running back don't have no rushing touchdown. And I don't get it. Like you got Goddard, you got Ertz. I heard all the talk that what's that boy? Oh God, I can't even think of his name because he wasn't really on the stat sheet. So the rookie, oh my goodness, I cannot think of his name. Now y'all gonna make me. Oh, what the heck is his name? Funny name too. Nevertheless, he boasted he had to do better. He wasn't happy with his output last season. Okay, so first game of the season, you supposed to come in and do your thing. You did none of your thing. You did none of that. See, now I gotta find out this boy's name. I know he had like some stats the previous week, and so I need to find out what this boy's name is because it's driving me up the wall that I can't think of it. And the fact that like he was saying like you can't tell us you need to do better and then you don't do better. Like it don't work that way, bro. Oh, and I can't. Why can't I think of this boy's name? And I can't think of. Oh. Uh, Nevertheless, the receivers don't look like they receivers. Let's just say that. Let me see if I can find this here, because that that stood out to me the most. That he put it out there that he had to do better, and you did none of that. Ah, Arthega Whiteside, this dude, like you, there was such high expectations for you last year. I give it you a rookie, whatever. But it's like you put it out there, and once you put it out there in the media that oh yeah I gotta do better, this that and the third, then you gotta show up and do it. You can't wait till game 5, game 6, then skip a couple more games, show up in game 7. No. We need you, and I'm speaking from the fan standpoint, we need you to show up every game. And I don't know what they were doing in the front office over the break, talking about, well, we've addressed the wide receiver issue. Really? Have you? What about this issue have you addressed? Okay, you got D-Jack back. Your veteran receiver is hurt, and plus he's on the back end of his career. I don't really see Alshon coming back to make that big an impact other than maybe forcing a little something different in how the defensive coverage is played by the opposing team. But other than that, what have y'all addressed? I haven't seen really much of anything. And like I said, this is me just how I feel watching the game. I know it's probably gonna see someone that sees this. So, well, you get out there and do this, and you get out there and do that. No, this is me speaking from just an angry fan. If I could get out there and do it at 40, I would. I'd love to be able to get out there and run up and down the field and score touchdowns and get paid millions of dollars to play a game. Hell yeah, I would if I could. This isn't me really taking a dig at them. This is just me trying to be that voice, and hopefully this voice reaches them and somebody, it gives them that kick in the ass they need to do better. And it's like, you can't hang too much on the defense. Well, I'm gonna hang last week's game on the defense because y'all let fucking Rams score 37 points. I'm gonna hang that on y'all. But you can't expect the defense to play at knock them out the box the whole game if you don't give them the time to rest. You're not motivating them on the offensive side of the ball to say, all right, look, we got a 14-point lead. We got a 21-point lead. Let's go out there and get a defensive touchdown and give us a bigger lead. And it's like, I don't know what's up with Carson. I don't know if it's jitters. I don't know if it's, I think part of it's the play calling. I don't like some of the run schemes and how they're set up because of the issues with the offensive line. The fact that I think it was before their first game, they had to 4 days or 3 days before their first game, you had to have changes in your offensive line because somebody's hurt. What the heck are you doing in practice that got somebody hurt 3 days before the game? And I understand they're professional. This is what they do. It's at a different level. I played in high school, but I also understand in practice you're supposed to go hard, but at the same time, just like in the game, don't overdo it. Don't try to do something you don't usually do unless you're in position to do it, unless you're in a position to make it work the same way in practice that you can do in the game, or do it better than you did it in practice when you do it in the game. Like, watching them these past couple games hurt my feelings. Damn near gave me a heart attack on Sunday trying to watch them because that game was too close. Like, I really didn't want to have to listen to anybody talk about, oh, y'all lost to the Bengals, and it's like, yeah, whatever, so what? But to have to they don't work my nerves. I done talked so much about them, and it's just, I guess it's because of how I feel about this team. I've been following this team probably since I was, let's see, middle school. Days of Buddy Ryan, Randall Cunningham. I remember Rodney Peete. I also remember we let a couple of players walk that should have stayed, and I don't know if it's a curse upon this city that when they let certain players go, that they it's almost like a weight's lifted off of them, like a spell once they leave the city limits. That you know what, I was good here on the verge of great. I'm gonna leave here and be great and damn near outstanding. They leave and get a championship. Biggest name that stands out from off of the top of my head, Reggie White. Went to Green Bay and was outstanding. I don't know what it is. And honestly, I thought it was a curse until they won the Super Bowl against who they won it against. I was like, all right, bet. Curse is lifted, is gone. And then the following season happened. And now we're at this season. And like I said, I don't know if it's the front office, the play calling, but this team done hurt my feelings. Of course, I'll be over it by Friday, probably before the hell. I'm over it now. But I just felt I wanted to address it, for my fellow Eagle fans. If, they had anything they wanted to add, you know, chime in, let me know what's going on. But it was embarrassing to end that game with a tie with the Bengals. The Bengals. Really? I'm just, I'm fed up. I need y'all to do better. If you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows some of these Eagle players, hell, tell them to holler at me. Hell, they can come down here on the show and speak on it themselves. Come on down to the studio. I'm right here. Rec Philly. Right here in the Fashion District. For all my old heads, this is the gallery. To me, it will always be the gallery. I'm going to take a brief pause, and I'll be right back. And we're back. So, now that I've gotten the sports off my chest, it's that time of year. We're coming up on another election. And last night, Dumb Donald and Joseph had a debate. And normally I watch this stuff to see what was going on, but it's usually because to see just to hear what this person has to say. And this time I ended up watching highlights, and of course, social media has to chime in on how they feel about it. And so I didn't understand. It was one of those things where even listening to him in this supposed debate, I really have a strong disliking for Donald Trump. The fact that he took a shot at Biden's kid, and like, I understand they fight dirty in these campaigns. We all see the campaign videos about, oh, this candidate allows people to put puppies in a bag and throw them off a bridge. Would you really want this person running your country? This message has been paid for by blah 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 blah. It's like, I expect that in campaigning videos leading up to the election day, but I was not expecting this dude to take a shot at old boy's kid and his drug issue. That was unexpected. But then I guess it speaks to the nature of the person as far as I guess the difference between a fair fight or a clean fight and just fighting plain dirty. And the crazy part about it is, this is the guy that's running the country. Like, I will never recover from his speech on his campaign trail. I won't recover from, or the the grabbing him by the pussy comment. Wow. The fact that this man had an interview with Stern and talked about how hot his daughter is. Like, something is seriously freaking wrong with you that you looking at your daughter that way. But yet this is the person that's running the country. And I've never been one to be big on politics, but I would definitely say, for those of you that don't believe in voting, please get out and vote. Be it for him if you feel he's right, or if you really think somebody else needs to have this job, because in my eyes someone else does. The only part that I worry about is, what are they going to do? Like, all of them have what they say they're going to do in their campaign speech and on the campaign trail. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna cut taxes. I'm gonna improve medical care in the country, and then they get in office and don't do any of it. And I just don't think we need another term of Donald, to be honest with you. It's just my opinion. I really don't feel as though we need another term of him. Like, I already know, when you go outside the country, we're not the most liked country, but with him in charge, it's almost like being public enemy number one soon as you step outside your front door. And it's odd. It's like, I believe anyone should be able to take pride in where you come from. You take pride in who represents you. I feel no pride in the fact that this man represents us on a larger scale as the leader of the free world. But this is why voting is so important. And if you haven't thought about it, look at what's happened over the years, and with who's been in office and what was done to get them there. With Bush, the funny the funny shit that happened with the votes down in Florida. With this guy, the I guess would be the electoral votes that played a big part, plus the influence that Russia had in the vote. Like, what the hell does that have to do with, like, you telling me not only did you go and get outside help, you got fucking caught doing it and you still won? And I understand he's a figurehead. There's no way. I just don't believe he has the intelligence to achieve the goal that he did on his own. But, like, again, now I feel as though I'm speaking more on a personal opinion of the person. But this is based off of what I've seen. So, on that note, I think I'm gonna bring this one to a close. Don't forget to vote, and be good to yourself, be good to each other. And on that note, I'll holler at y'all.